All right, looks like everybody's here. Thank you guys for coming back one more time. This is your daily top 7 at 7, and this is your evening edition of January the 28th, 2017. That's right, I had to check it because I already made a show today. But we're going to be busting out another show right now because a lot of things are happening in the world. Plus, I missed an episode, so. All right. Might want to turn our music down even a little bit. Is that too low? All right. Anyhow, just so that there's something in the background. Trump order halting some Muslim immigrants hits roadblock. President Donald Trump's order to restrict people from 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the United States sparked outrage but hit a roadblock late on Saturday when a federal judge said stranded travelers could stay in the country. Trump talks to Putin, other world leaders about security threats. President Donald Trump discussed Syria and the fight against Islamic State with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Saturday in one of several calls with world leaders that the new U.S. president used to put his stamp on international affairs. Canada's Trudeau welcomes refugees. U.S.-bound passengers turned away. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau welcomed those fleeing war and persecution on Saturday, even as Canadian Airlines said they would turn back U.S.-bound passengers to comply with an immigration ban on people from 7 Muslim-majority countries. Case-by-case approach for U.S. green card holders under Trump's new order. U.S. green card holders from Syria and 6 other Muslim-majority countries traveling outside the United States need to check with the U.S. consulate to see whether they can return, said senior U.S. administration officials on Saturday. Let's see. Trump's call for deadlier Islamic State push may hit limits. U.S. President Donald Trump's call for a military plan to defeat Islamic State is likely to see the Pentagon revisiting options for a more aggressive use of firepower and American troops. Boat carrying 28 Chinese tourists reported missing off Malaysia. A boat carrying 31 people, including 28 Chinese tourists, is missing off the coast of Borneo, Malaysian maritime authorities said on Sunday. You know, they couldn't care about the other 3 people. They're like, nah, just there's so many Chinese. Let's just mention the Chinese people. Come on. Sorry, you other 3 people. I wonder what nationalities you were, or, you know, what kind of people you were. Who are those missing 3 people that we don't know about because they're not Chinese? I'm not going to say it's racist. I'm just saying those 3 people were people too. All right. Evoking Reagan and Thatcher, May hails new UK-US special relationship. Evoking the closeness of U.S. President Ronald Reagan and British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, Theresa May and Donald Trump shared a warm conversation at lunch on Friday to cement their own special relationship, a source in May's team said. Let's see, Mexico rebukes... excuse me. Mexico rebukes Israel over Netanyahu wall tweet. Mexico's government on Saturday rebuked Israel for a tweet by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that appeared to applaud U.S. President Donald Trump's plan to build a border wall with Mexico to keep out illegal immigrants. Putin and Trump agree to try to rebuild U.S.-Russia ties and cooperate in Syria. Russian President Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Donald Trump agreed to try to rebuild U.S.-Russia ties and to cooperate in Syria, the Kremlin said on Saturday after the two men spoke for the first time since Trump's inauguration. All right, there are only one more story here. German foreign minister cites torture executions in Libyan migrant camps. Migrants face executions, torture, and other systematic rights abuses in camps in Libya, according to a report prepared for the German government by the German embassy in Niger, the Welt am Sonntag newspaper reported on Sunday. So that would be Definitely an interesting thing to learn more about. I hope they don't just kind of gloss over it. We've been trying to find more information about what's going on in Mosul, but unfortunately, the only news we're getting now is that everybody that they pushed out of Mosul has decided to join up with Al Qaeda. Okay, or Al Qaeda has joined up with the people who are fleeing. I don't know. All I know is that ISIS and Al Qaeda are joining forces. We read about it the other day on your daily top 7 at 7. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me one more time. This is, of course, your evening edition of your daily top 7 at 7. I am making up for episodes lost throughout the month, 2 of them. And I will be bringing you either 2 episodes tomorrow or 1 episode tomorrow and 2 episodes on Monday. Yes, that's more likely. Anyhow, you also will be getting another K&K Presents tomorrow, so definitely tune in then. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I know I will. I will see you on the flip side on the very next episode of your Daily Top 7 and 7 tomorrow.